Alrighty, boys and girls, boosting bullshit.
Shit, it's hilarious.
Like that shit, don't you?
Dude, I can't get over that. It just made my day.
Episode 18.
Sound like a Halloween special here is what we got going on. Boosting bullshit, episode 18 coming at you. Oh my god. We got Steve Al Green King.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Crazy stuff, man. No racing. You haven't raced. You've been
I have
idle.
not raced. I have not raced since the World Finals. I had catastrophic failure there. Had to redo a lot of things. We were lucky we made it to the next round, but got home, got everything out of the trailer, got everything tore down. You know, when you race, we've been racing hard since about August, September. Just trailer was a mess, car was a mess, motors were a mess, spare parts thrown out. You know, you loan a lot of parts out to a lot of guys. You got a board to keep up with. You try to do some collection, from there. Just a lot of things going on.
Yes, that is a fact. Yeah. And I think a lot of people's in that same boat, racing hard, a lot of places to race, trying to keep up with the points. And then, you got to wait on parts.
Yep. You got to wait on parts. A lot of stuff coming in. I know you were waiting on parts coming up. We got a good show tonight. This is kind of our feeling. I think we're going to do like an every other Monday night kind of thing. So just keep all you Boosted Bullshit fans aware. We're going to try to do it every other until we get to the Winter Series. Once we get to the Winter Series, we'll do some stuff at the track. We'll do some lives. We're going to have a lot of people. We're going to try to do a bigger live audience, maybe get some of our fellow racers involved. We got a real special guest tonight.
Yes,
the world champion himself.
Champ.
Yep, the champ
in the house tonight.
Yep.
He done kicked everybody's ass all year, so we figured we'd bring him in.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, one heck of a guy. Watched him grow up. But we'll get to that in a minute when he comes on. But right now, we got to thank all our sponsors again, joining us, CJW, Featherlight Batteries, all these guys that have sponsored Boosting Bullshit throughout the year. We're going to be looking for some partners coming up in 2026 to continue the show. Yeah. Just a lot of stuff going on. We're going to get into some stuff after Ty talks about his championship run. We're going to get into some things tonight about talking about maybe, what IHRA is planning to do. We still haven't heard anything out of the rumor mill. Things have kind of been a little bit quiet. We're going to talk about you going to the Invitational, me not going to the Invitational, and, what happened there. But just kind of like we're in a lull right now. Guys don't deer hunt, but we deer hunt. And you call it the October lull. It's just like the second, third week in October, just nothing happens. And that's kind of where we're at.
I'm kind of glad. I need a little break.
He done got me on all this Halloween shit. I'm looking for a little break. I mean, I love racing and we want to run the shit out of these cars, but
yeah,
we've been racing hard, and these next 6 or 7 weeks off is going to give them time to go give the car some love and then give my mind a little love.
Yeah, definitely. And, a lot of teams need to recap, just like you got to regroup. You guys had some parts failure in the last couple of races, just like me. So you got to kind of look back and do a little bit of investigation and try to figure out exactly why this happened and what caused it.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. That's right, Colin. I didn't even need my driver suit this weekend. I suck so bad. So,
yep. So,
but yeah, it is. And I think it helps some guys because we have raced so hard to get a little, I mean, usually the winter time's the off season, but there is no off season anymore. So,
yeah. I mean, here, I'm going to try to pipe and do that. But what do you do when you get home? I mean, what is your
I mean, just like we got home Sunday night, I didn't do nothing. Pulled the air brake, grabbed dinner, and showered and went to bed. But today worked, came home this evening, cleaned the motorhome, emptied the motorhome out of everything. I actually went ahead and winterized it because I'm going to send it down to Mr. Pittman's shop to get a little bit of work done to it. So, and I don't know how cold it's going to be. So, that emptied the coolers. I did all that today, just
Okay.
There's a lot of stuff to get done, and we got a list of stuff that needs to be done on the truck trailer, a lot of service work. And I don't know about you, but the car goes back to G-Force, so they've got all the love they got to do to that thing up there. And I'm just trying to keep up with just the motor home and trailer, generators, that type of thing.
Yep. I mean, I get it. And that's kind of, I'm blessed in that aspect because my dad's retired and he has a chance to get that stuff taken care of for me when he gets home. When I get home, Jamie takes everything out of the trailer for me. He works, or I'll come over and help him get it out. We'll get it out, get it up on jacks, tear it down, figure out what we got to do. The trailer is kind of my dad's thing. He gets all anal about where things go and what's in it. So he loves to make that a 2-week process. But I mean, yeah, it does give him something to do. But I mean, I don't think a lot of people realize how much work it takes after the race.
Yes.
After we get home. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people that can enlighten you on what happens, but car's got to be tore down. Things got to be looked at. It's got to be looked over real close. You got to decide what you're going to do: rods, tires, blowers. Whatever you got to do. You got to clean rubber out from under things. You got to get all the disaster because when you're ready to go, when you're ready to leave the racetrack, you just throw it in the trailer. You'll deal with it and you get home.
Yes.
And a lot of times it's late nights when we do, and it's just one of those things. It's part of racing. And
and I did it for a lot of years. I drove an hour one way back and forth a lot throughout the years with Jeff's. We kept everything housed at Jeff's place, and between the truck, trailer, the car, all those late nights, a lot of people don't understand that. I'm a little bit more fortunate now. I don't have to do all that, but I still, even keeping up with the truck and trailer and stuff and the motorhome is still a job.
Yep, definitely is. So we're gonna bring on our first guest. The new champ took my number I've had for the last 2 years. His second championship, first was NMCA. This is his first PDRA race. None other than Mr. Ty Tutterow.
What's up, guys?
What's up,
What's
champ?
happening, buddy?
Not much. I guess y'all can hear me good. That's
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah. It looks like you're in the shop now.
Yeah.
I am. Yeah. See the neon sign. Larry got us back there, which is
That's awesome.
Like Larry, but yeah.
Hell yeah, that's
awesome.
Good.
Yep.
So show you, he's still working.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got to go to Phoenix. I think we fly out Tuesday to go to Phoenix to test for Vegas.
And when's Vegas? 2 weeks? This week?
Not this weekend, but next weekend.
Next weekend. Okay. Yeah.
They got 2 full-time jobs.
They do. They do. And being a racer and being a shop owner and following your dad's footsteps, that you guys have done something that I think that is awesome in the sport. Your dad took something he loved, he made it into a business. He made our sport better by introducing the tie drive. Probably, basically took a combination that we had used for years, made it a lot better, made racing in general faster, I think, by inventing that. And obviously he named it after you. I don't know if you were the brainchild by coming up with it. I doubt it.
Not
but
quite.
Yeah.
I was still in high school, so that would have been pretty cool, but no.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But I mean, I've taken tie drives apart, I've put them together, and you guys over the years supported us, Nitrous Racing. It's just amazing to the fact that I want to boast on your dad a little bit because this is your show, but he's done a great job raising you and bringing you into the championship form. And I mean, I think you got to give him some kudos for what you've accomplished.
Oh, 100%. I'm just an offspring, right? So I mean, that's I think, I couldn't ask for better parents, both my mom and dad. There's more opportunities, and being surrounded by good people is just awesome.
Yep.
So and as a family, they race as a family too, and both of you guys are crew chiefs on multiple cars and trying to race. I mean, and doing it for a living.
Yeah, the multiple cars and all that stuff, that comes down to the living deal. But I mean, at the end of the day, though, it's if you enjoy what you're doing, you never work a day in your life. So the stress definitely comes at the racetrack, but it is at the end of the day, it's all worth it.
Yeah. Yep. I think me and Steve are a little bit envious because, having, I wouldn't call it normal job, but having like jobs that are not in the industry, because we do love the industry. Does it take away from drag racing any for you?
Every once in a while when you get on we're coming down up there at the end of the season and I mean, we were going 14, 15 weeks straight at the racetrack. And I mean, that's racing every weekend, traveling on some Sundays, some traveling on Mondays. So you're talking maybe a day or two at the house on a month, and it's tough. But once you, like you are talking about October, finally you get a couple weekends off and everything starts to slow down, it's nice to reflect, and then you're standing around the house like, well, when we going back to the racetracks.
Yeah. I I was kind of itchy this weekend, so just watching everybody at Cecil, and I mean, you've raced NMCA, you've raced PDRA. This is what, your second year in PDRA or first? Second.
This would be my second full year chasing a championship.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so
I got beat out by Jose, I think in 17, I think it was. Or
I
16.
do remember that. Yep, I do remember that. That's right. Yep. So I mean, you're not a rookie at this by any means. I mean, you've been around the sport a long time. You know what it takes to drive a car and to do good. And I just got to say, these last four races, man, you were unbeatable. I mean, you put on a show that a lot of us are a little bit envious. I mean, even me winning multiple championships, I just felt like you were driving so well.
Yes.
The car was running so well. You guys had some ups and downs in the beginning of the year, but it just seems like you got it together in the last part of the year. And I mean, there was no excuse for you guys not winning the championship other than just parts failure, because the car was on point, you were on point, and you earned every single round you won the last four races. And I have no remorse about losing the championship. I mean, obviously I want to win it, but I knew that I couldn't catch you probably going into the last race once I screwed up Bristol. And it just showed that your composure, because you stayed so cool. I don't know if you were nervous. If you were nervous at Virginia, you hit it kind of well. But you just did such a great job the last two or three events that, I mean, you were unstoppable, and it's hard to beat somebody who's that consistent.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, all of that goes to my guys, because, like, Dad tunes that car. I tune Ethan's car at the track. And then Justin and Paul and KB and Dad tuning it, those guys, and Bubba, Justin's son, when he can come, they're the ones that do all the work on that car. Basically, I run over there, throw my helmet and fire suit on, jump in the car and race that car for them, and then have to get back and run Ethan's car. But honestly, like, talking about the stress, I was making a run, I mean, just doing it forever. You just got to get up there and do the repetition and do the same thing every time. And knowing the car is going to be there, and those guys, I mean, like you said, parts failures early in the year, but nothing fell off the car. We didn't have a single leak. We didn't have no dumb stuff except for ignition related issues. And it's just, without that, I mean, we had a very good year.
Yeah.
I mean, didn't qualify in Virginia, and that was a 3-race string. That car never basically went down the racetrack at Virginia, and then we finally got it all together there in the World Finals. And once I qualified, I was super comfortable at that point. I'm like, all right, we can get this car to run up and down this racetrack now, and it's up to me and really conditions, because the track can always be tricky there. But Thomas, I mean, he had that track. That's the most rubber I've seen stay on that racetrack throughout the weekend, and weather cooperated with moving the race up.
100%.
Stayed there, and that was just really good for both Pro Mod and the 10.5 car.
Yep. Well, the pressure of you being crew chief on Ethan's car didn't affect you one bit, because I think your average reaction time was about a 14. So
yeah, all the way until I just got up there and gave it away.
Right. I mean, that's pretty impressive, though, to be the crew chief and thrashing on multiple cars and be able to do that in a championship hunt, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, me and you going into the finals, I blew up. Obviously, everybody knows the story on that, and just trying to get it back together. I just went up there and I was thinking, okay, I know Ty's going to be 20 or better, and I just need to run 58 or better. And that's kind of the way we figured it. And I didn't know if it was going to blow up again, if it was going to turn sideways, what it was going to do. So just trying to get my head right against you. And then I didn't even see your red light. Like when we left, I just thought, Jesus Christ, you're late again. And I had I didn't drive well the last part of the season. I just felt like the car pulled me out a lot of times when I should have not won. And then it just one of those things. I just didn't have the mindset, the focus that you had the last part of the year, and your car and my car were just dead hooked together the last couple of races. And you just plain out outdrove me. And when you went red, the biggest relief came over me because I just feel like that red car has beat my ass all year long. So, and I know you didn't, 40 red, obviously you either flinched or the car rolled or something,
Yeah.
just kind of one of those things. But I still, I've seen you grow up at the racetrack running Big Dog, and of course you're the champion, but I was kind of proud to know that you worked so hard to get where you were at, and that it wasn't just a gift to you. You just didn't show up and, I'm supposed to win kind of thing. Because your dad has won multiple championships, but you've earned your spot without being Todd Tutterow's son. You've earned your spot in pro mod history, I think.
I appreciate that, man. That means a lot.
Yeah.
Well, they just work so hard, and I don't know about you, Ty, but them damn screw blowers, we get the heads off them thing all the time. You ever seen them Pro Chargers take the heads off? I just got to ask you that.
They're complaining about having to do body work. I think we had to do body work in like 3 races this year.
Right. That's what I'm thinking.
We have to keep 2 front ends.
Yeah. But yours never blew your tire out, okay? So,
we don't shoot grenades.
I didn't think the blower was coming in my lap one time.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ty won't even give you no shit. He won't even get up in your ass, and I say he does it politely. He's
I've seen the other side of Ty. We've had some Big Dog, not me and him, but him and other people. It's had some Big Dog reactions, I'd say. But Justin Smith coming in. Justin's raced for a long time. He decided he wanted to go pro mod racing. He builds this car. Alan Pittman builds the car. It wasn't all fairy dust and sprinkles and winning races as soon as it comes out. Your dad, you worked at it as you do with any car, and you had to work at it. And you guys spent most of last season getting the car worked out. And I think at the end of the season, seemed like it was pretty good. Your dad seems to, he's having some back problems, some neck problems, and he's just getting older, and he's better tuning right now, I think, physically than he should be driving. But he won the championship at Big Dog last Thursday night, or last Thursday or Thursday before last? Thursday before last.
Yeah.
And I mean, that just shows that the Tutterow gang is here to stay in pro mod racing, and I hope you guys continue on. And I'm sure Justin's excited, just like you are.
Yeah, and that's when we were at Galat. After that thing knocked the blower off like the 3rd time, and we beat whoever it was second round. I can't remember who we raced. We raced somebody second round, and it still won, and the blower was off of it. And Justin was down there. When he got down there, he was still just grinning. I'm like, well, I guess we could put it back together again. And he was, ecstatic. And then we ended up getting beat out by Johnny Camp in the semis. But be able to still go to the semis, we had a lot of luck at Galat, even though as bad as it looked. We had a lot.
That was the first Galat, right? No, the first Galat.
Yeah.
I think it was me you beat.
They had a lot of bangs going on there.
Oh yeah, yours banged too, didn't it?
Yeah, they had a lot of bangs going on there.
Yeah. But there's been a lot of animosity between Pro Chargers, turbos, and screw blowers. But at the end of the day, we're all still racers. I know there's different combinations. You guys love the screw blower combination. I've heard some rumors that maybe there's some heart stuff in your camp. I don't know if that's true or not, but you may be putting some stuff together for some other customers. But just learning the screw blower stuff, did you just do it looking over your dad's shoulder, or did you just trial and error it? Is that what you did, or how'd you work it out?
No, it's just looking over Dad, learning from him, working with him every day, and just studying it and practicing and doing it.
Yeah,
that's just repetition. Once again, it's.
I was gonna say he probably has 10,000 runs or something with the screw blower or even the root stuff. I'm sure.
Yeah. So, what do you like more? Do you like tuning the 10.5 thing more, or do you like tuning the Pro Mod more?
Really, it's all about the same. Getting that excitement, standing behind somebody. The 10.5 stuff's fun because we are very successful with it.
And you guys were one of the first people to really put a screw on a 10.5. I mean, I know where some other
it's a
people
roost
did.
blower. It's a
Oh, is it roost blower?
Yeah,
oh,
no.
I don't know the difference.
Yeah, Richard and Tim Kincaid and them, they all have screw blowers, and
okay.
and then the root blower. Actually, a lot of people don't know it. I think it was this year in Virginia. I had a fresh blower on Ethan's car, and it locked up.
Ooh.
And after the first run, we ended up borrowing a blower from Brian LaFlamme, and it was a similar blower to what we had, and we bolted it on, and it was a little better because ours was obviously had something going on with it when it locked up. So then we picked up and ran good at that race and ended up winning that race. So it was pretty good, and it was kind of hard to take the blower off, but you got to give it back, right? So
yeah.
Don't want to give him another. You want another one? No.
Yeah.
Do you get more satisfaction from being behind the wheel, or more satisfaction when Ethan goes over there and wins with you typing on the keyboard?
I mean, it's a lot out of both, and it really is. It's almost a different feeling because, yeah, it's like I said, it's just a different feeling because the adrenaline when you get out and you win a race and all that's exciting. But then when you're standing on the starting line, you got 15, 20 people around you, and when you win a race, everybody starts tackling you. So, I mean, it's both of them are really fun. It's just different.
Right. I mean, both of them requires a lot of work, and you're doing a lot of work behind the scenes on both cars. So, I mean, that's the reason I was kind of asking. Just, is it better to be punching on that keyboard? Jason's been doing some of that now, I think, driving and then punching on some keyboards from other guys. And
Yep. And it is. I got a little. I was helping Scott Lang out because Lee was in Lights Out or No Mercy, and I was helping Scott at Big Dog. And it was a little nerve wracking just because, as a driver, if I screw up, at least it's my fault. Now I'm screwing up two things. If I'm a tuner and I screw up, I'm screwing up the man who's supposed to be winning, and it's my fault also because I did something stupid or whatever. And every car is different. I mean, so many cars are different, and having to learn a car really quick and looking at the data is not easy. So, I mean, you guys do a great job at Barry's car, and Brad's been around you guys for a long time. Brad knows what to do. You guys always surround yourself with a great crew, and I think that really plays in a factor with making a driver more comfortable too. So if you're tuning and Ethan knows he's got the best of the best because he's got you, your dad, his dad, you got all these guys that on your crew, that makes it easier for us as a driver to say, okay, well, now it's up to me. So as long as I don't screw up, we should win.
Right. That having that pressure off of you does help, and but you're also standing there, and when you got it really close, and you're like, "Was that smoke? That wasn't smoke." So it's like,
yeah,
that's when it's going to be on the edge down there. It's always exciting to get back to the trailer and see all the straps still on spark plugs.
Right.
Obviously, you've never nitrous raced. When every time I'd go through the finish line nitrous race, and I'd go over the radio, did it smoke? Did it smoke? How much did it smoke? As long as the hood scoop was attached, I was okay.
Yeah. Hey, screw blowing racing's almost got that bad. I'm just going to let you know, Jason. I know you've been drinking a lot of sweet tea over there with that damn Pro Charger, but we got to give you some shit. You know how they do, Ty? They carry sweet tea.
We basically
them over there got aluminum and shit out. They got the heads off. Don't.
Hey, we shared a pit basically at Virginia. I mean, basically, he was right there. We are back and forth, and even though in the finals when I had a mess. His team came over, his dad came over, Justin came over, Ty and them came over just to see if we needed anything. I don't know if they were just checking it out and see how bad I was or if they really – no, I know. And, it's a great ordeal. And, what can I say? But like I said, you've done a great job this year. Having a family is different. And I think I've learned that because I won my first championship when my son was born and my daughter was like 4. So now you've got to – intersect the family into racing. So now you got to have family time, racing time, and work time. So now you got an extra time in there. So
Yeah,
how's that been?
That's good. I mean, my son, as you've seen him, he loves going racing, and everything is about cars or monster trucks or, making engine noises. Like last night, he was running in the house and trying to tell his mom to watch him, and he said, "Oh, I got to do a burnout first." So he's like, "I don't know how it's going to do on track and field, but I think he'd be all right drag racing." So,
well, good. Maybe we've got a third generation coming up, I guess. There,
fourth,
yeah. Fourth. Oh, yeah. I forgot your grandpa. Yeah, yep.
Track champion at Farmington, and he won a bunch of IHRA races at Bristol and everywhere else back in the day. So
that's a long time ago.
It just keeps on coming in. Yeah, Bob's on there.
Somebody woke him up from his nap. He's finally up. Yeah,
he done jumped on there. I got to ask you something.
Time at the nursing home, ain't it?
Exactly.
Pro Boost being probably the most competitive class, in my opinion, out there.
100%.
And you absolutely dominated the last half of the season. I mean, we all was chasing, but I think Melanie had a shot there at the end, and Jason was there with you. But you're bringing Ethan into Pro Mod now, is the word, I guess, on the street. So you're gonna have a couple more cars in there. I mean, that's going to be more data. We don't know what's going to happen, I guess, with PDRA or IHRA, but bringing more cars into the camp, is that going to help you or hurt you? I mean, I know data-wise is going to help you.
Yeah, data-wise it'll help. As far as the other goes, just having enough people to make sure all the cars are there and ready for the round. You don't have a gap between classes to somebody hang back and finish putting something together. You got to have everything together at the same time and get back at the same time. And that's what's really got to be worked out, is the time management of service.
Yeah, makes sense. And I know you guys got the NHRA cars too, so your shop is like on full tilt 7 days a week, I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see. I got I think there's 10 Pro Mods in this building. So
that's crazy. That's unbelievable, really.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, it is.
Yep.
So how close is the NHRA points? Do you know?
The way it is, it's really, and the way it's kind of structured, like we did really good at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it kind of fell back a little bit here recently after the reset. So it's really anybody's game. If you're in the top 10 in points going into Vegas, you can be the 2025 champion. See, it's pretty cool, but
I don't like that, because if you go in and you have a bad race, one bad race can really affect you. I don't think it should come down to one race. I know, your championship came down to one race, but really, if you hadn't had the DNQ at Virginia, you probably would have been so far ahead, you probably would have won it before Virginia. And I just don't like the fact that when it comes down to one race, that if a guy has a parts failure, or if he has this, one guy might get lucky just this one race, and he really didn't do good all year. So I just wish they'd kind of restructure, because I know they do like 1.5 or something on one race. And
yes, the very last race is points.
That's crazy. I mean, they run so tight anyway, and then just to add in the 1.5 on the last race, not that a guy didn't deserve it, because he did run all the races, and if he's up there, but if you got a guy like you guys with Stravanos and JR Gray, you guys dominated like a bunch of races, so you should have been well up above anybody else. And now all of a sudden you got a guy who's 10th and he had one good race. He can win the championship. I mean, it kind of sits bad with me a little bit, but I mean, that's just the way it is, I guess. And so you just
at the end of the day, everybody knew the point structure when they went there to start the season. So, I mean, that's here nor there, but I mean,
has anything changed since you became the champion?
I think I got some more gray hair.
You're not even 30 yet, are you?
Yeah, I'm 30.
Are you? God almighty. All right.
See us going away, turning gray.
He could be wearing a hat like me and you, dude.
Yeah, exactly. That's the only way I can get on here. I wore this hat because Todd wears this hat at the track sometimes. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to wear this hat. So,
right.
Yeah.
It's all good. You just, between podcast and setting everything up for the races you got, and I'm sure you got stuff at PRI coming up. So you don't have any time to be, even though it's all kind of the You have an October to lure back. You don't have time really.
No, we leave. Like I said, we leave, and these 2 cars are still basically bare chassis, but they got to leave Thursday or Friday to head to Phoenix, and then we'll leave out Monday, Tuesday, fly out there, test, and then run the weekend, come back, IHRA at Galot, and then a week or 2 off, and then Orlando, I think. So,
you're going to run IHRA at Galot with your car?
I believe so.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm gonna let you guys off the hook that weekend. I'm gonna be in Disney World.
Oh, go see Mickey Mouse.
Did you just hit send? Did you just?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, the weather, it's, you know how it is. I mean, you live pretty close. It could be a toss up whether the weather's even able for us to race.
It could be 40 or 70.
Yeah.
So, and it's going to be different. And Galot, we've all raced at Galot, and in any racetrack here in the South, I think once you get below, when the track temp and the dew point and the air kind of get low, it gets a little sketchy. I don't care how good the track prep you guys got. I mean, you just got to keep cars on it. But I mean, we'll hope for good weather. We'll hope for a good turnout. I think it'll be probably not the best, but probably the biggest race IHRA's seen this year, car count wise. But
as long as the weather's good.
Yep, it is. But and Justin said something about maybe another car next year. You guys got another car? Has he got another car being built?
Yeah, it's a brand new 68. It's in the back corner, and it's going together now. So might see it at the Winter Series or might see the 69. Don't know yet.
Oh, is he gonna put turbos on it?
Yeah, 3 of them.
Damn right.
You can partner up Jay Cox because he doesn't know what he wants to be. He's bisexual right now. He's Hart's Charger, turbocharger.
Yeah, oh yeah, you were up there on the start line when we were at Galati's talking about how easy screw blower racing was going to be. It's like Pro Charger racing's easy too.
yeah, exactly. I think I saw some smoke come out of his a few times. He had some issues. So Justin can't lie. He was a nitrous racer at one time. I do remember that. And Paul, y'all's crew guy, Paul Falcon, he was a big turbo guy. So I know there's some turbo blood in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to run a screw blower.
I know how hard you guys work. I know that it's just a different program. You guys don't really have to worry about the blowers as much as we do, but you guys are burning pistons, knocking bearings out. I mean, we kill valve springs and maybe a spark plug once in a while, front end here and there. But no, I mean, I think it all has.
See, that right there says you got more power and we should be lighter. That's
I like how Ty thinks. I can already tell I like how he's thinking.
I'm getting teamed up on here. That's the problem.
I see right outside of his motorhome. I seen it when we were in Virginia. He's got a hot dog dyno over there. You just go by and get one when you need it.
Yep, get a hot dog and a sweet tea and walk on down.
We do have a lot of sweet tea.
Don't wake Bob up when you do it though, because
please don't. It's like a bear. But. So they changed some weights. Did you see the World Series weights? So they changed some weights, right? So they added 10 to me. I don't know what that does.
Yeah, I think they took some off of us, but I don't know. Times that Hart's Charger shows up, it ain't gonna matter anyways. It'd be pretty close.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Randy's ran good at a couple of races. I mean, he did qualify good there, but we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. But
yep. I mean, what do you think about the rules, Ty? I mean,
oh God, here we go.
Let's go ahead and get it out.
In Florida, I would say right now they're going to be. I think it's going to be pretty close to the first race for sure. With them taking some weight off of us,
because there was a 20-pound swing. There was a 20-pound difference between me and you at PDRA, right? Because I was 2,600, you're 2,625, right?
Somewhere, I don't know.
Whatever.
I don't know.
Yeah, he probably weighed 2,650 every time he went over. Anyway, and now I think I'm 2,625, you're 2,635 at World Series, so there's only a 10-pound swing.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So
I think it's going to be hard for the nitrous guys.
Yeah.
That's one thing I just see is it's going to be tough for them. I mean, it's going to be. I mean, they'll have to swing for it and race hard.
If the rules are close to the Cecil thing, I think Jimmy will run decent. He may have a pile of a lot of aluminum over there, but he's going to run decent.
Why? They're not afraid to work on it. I mean,
no. Why not let the nitrous guys run each other till there's only one left, and then put him in the field with the rest of us? Where we're at in the race. I mean, I There's a lot of cars that can't get to 2300 or 2365.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the screws.
Pro-
Just,
pro-
see,
like-
here he goes.
You
I
don't
ran
care
mine
what-
hard. I ran mine as hard as I could. I ran it right out of his shoes.
Yeah, he broke 2 spark plugs. You hear that, Justin?
That was the 8 he'd been running all year, Ty. Just saying. He hadn't even put a new set of plugs in it. Bob said he couldn't afford them.
He ain't gonna pay for it no way. But
it is. It's tough.
they took weight off the turbos too, though, right? Yeah, because they're 2685 and they were 2700 or something last year. So
I don't know. Well, that's only going to be Victor and Mark, so
are you lockup or non-lockup, Ty?
non-lock.
Non-lock.
Non-lock-up 3-speed.
And what are you, shithead?
Same as Ty.
I thought you were lockup.
No, that was 2 years ago.
Oh God! All
We
right. Is
tried to
anybody
keep all-
lock? Who's lockup? Anybody?
I don't know if anybody's running the lockup out there with the 5-speed right now. They got to
You
add.
get-
I think it's like 50 more pounds or something.
But you got a 25 weight penalty because of the 4-speed, right?
Who, me?
Yeah,
No, I only run a 3-speed.
you got a Liberty, right?
Yeah, but 3-speed.
That's
Same as Ty.
How do
We
we
run
know?
everything same as
No,
Ty.
Ty's got a Linko.
Well, it's still 3-speed.
He's got a tractor transmission. You got a damn Pro Stock transmission, and I got one that comes out of a damn single cab pickup.
Toyota Celica. But yeah, it is. It. I think we try to keep. I mean, if somebody goes out with the lockup and 5-speed, then are they going to throw weight? I don't know. So we just try to keep everything the same.
I feel privileged because Brad's watching the podcast just because you're on here. So he said Jason Lee does run a lockup. And I think Cam does too, but that Liberty lockup deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, actually, Jason Lee's is a non-lock-up.
Oh, is it? Okay.
He put a new in our old car. I know for a fact it's a non-lock-up.
You got a lot.
It might be a
fans.
5-speed, but it's a non-lock-up. I don't know what
Okay.
transmission's behind it.
I know Cam's got a lockup. Yeah, I know Cam Hensley does. I think they did, but anyway, Keith Haney will be there. There'll be a lot of nitrous cars, and I think that's something that West needs to look at. Maybe running them guys separate for a little while. Maybe letting them beat up on each other because it'll be a little fair. Maybe you get some more guys down there, and then I'm wrong as usual. Just ask Denise; she'll tell you.
Yep. I don't know who all. I mean, I think most of Switzer's group will show up.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, Jimmy and Achenbach and Haney.
Are you
You know
you
those
pre-
guys will be itching to go racing.
Yeah,
somebody? Yeah. So
they are. I mean, Jimmy
All right.
went 56 at Cecil. He did go 56.
not this weekend,
Not this weekend. He went 60 flat right behind me Sunday.
did he?
Yep.
Okay. All
I
right.
went 59. He went 60 right behind me. But
Okay.
I mean, they did struggle. He did struggle, and
Yeah, we'll get
It's a
into
new
that in a
program.
minute. I know Ty's got to get back to babies.
Oh, yeah,
baby.
Yeah.
you're good. Yeah, my wife's working at night, so yeah,
Oh, you're
They're on
babysitting
there.
tonight.
Is your mama
3
watching?
nights a week. Yeah, my mom's watching them.
Well, I know she just hates that. She's all about them kids. She loves it.
Oh yeah, she does good with them.
Nos
Mom.
needs to be with. See, he's going to argue with me all day long. If I'd have said blue, he'd have said pink. So,
Even Mama Pilot was on here a while ago. I seen that. That's good.
so, how do we make the Nos cars competitive? I mean, that's the question everybody wants. So you either got to slow us down, all right? They either got to take overdrive and wait on you. They got to take gear drive and wait on me, and try to catch up with these guys. And there's not a lot of nitrous cars that can get that light. So
Right.
I mean, and not a lot of people are willing to blow their stuff up every other run. And obviously Jimmy and Tommy and Butner, they are the 3 fastest cars in the country with Scribba. Scribba's the fastest car in the country right now, legal. But I mean, can they run with us?
That's the $1 million question. You guys race every day. That's your living. What do you think, Ty?
It's going to be tough on them. I mean, they're going to have to be there and show up. I know, like, it seems that we seem to 60 foot better than them. I don't really, Jason, know more on this, on the power management and the way technologies come with nitrous stuff. They're 60 foot to 330 times really where they kind of are behind. I mean, they were running more speed than us in the World Finals, weren't they? I mean,
Yeah, they run 209, 208, 209 all day long. The problem is with the nitrous car is, you've got a super huge motor with a super huge crank and a super huge piston that's making all this power, and you're turning on 500 horsepower. So you're starting. Let me put it in blower terms. So you're starting out with 40%. You're adding an overdrive pulley that is 60%, and then you're adding 4 more that are about 10% apiece, and you got to try to linearize that curve to make it fast. So you're turning on 500 horsepower, but you're pulling out so much timing to make it safe, to make it keep from killing itself, that you don't really know. It's just there's a lot of stuff coming on and off at the same time, and it just changes the power curve. I'd say Brandon is probably
hey,
the
we got to
best.
do a lot of that too, don't we there, Steve?
Just a little bit of shit cutting on and off, and fuel coming on and off. There's all kinds of shit happening.
So there's probably not a lot of difference. I mean, I run EFI, so you guys got lean outs coming on the button, and you're turning this one on, that one on. So there's a lot of stuff that's doing the same thing, but you still probably only run one timing curve, correct?
For the most part.
Kind of, whatever.
Well, here's the deal: they're way lighter. I don't I understand what you're saying, but you would think the lighter car would be faster on the early numbers and slower out the back. Kind of like you got to talking about with the hearts earlier.
And managing the ratio. The ratio is probably
there you go. There you go. Okay, what would you think our Hemis would make raw horsepower with no blowers on them? A 4.9 526, no blower on it, pulling on a dyno. What's it going to make? 1,000, 1,500?
Maybe.
Okay, they make 1,800. And then now you're turning on a 500, a 500, a 500, a 500, and it's not it. I mean, it's got to travel, and it hits hard, and it depends on pressure. So there's a lot of variables in there. Nitrous racing is by far the hardest racing, bar none. I don't care what nobody says, and it is impossible to try to get these cars to get them fast and keep them consistent. I'd say there's a lot of teams that do it very, very, very well. Yeah, I know he is. That's okay. But it's still hard. And I mean, unless you got an unlimited budget and the best in the world, it's going to be tough to run with the blower cars. I mean, I just say that.
I do agree with that. Because they have fell behind a little. I think the blower cars, Pro Charger cars have all picked the pace up the last couple of years, whether it's research and development or what do they do, where it's at, but they have picked the pace up.
Yeah. Have you tried electronic fuel injection yet?
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, we have dabbled in it a little bit with Motec. I think it was back in 2014 or 15 over in Qatar. We had it on a 10.5 car. It run good. It didn't run any faster, and haven't really seen the need to push to go back to EFI or try it again. I know John, they went and run it on Melanie's car for a whole season, I think it was, and they run good with it. They run just as fast. They didn't run any faster, and they're back to mechanical.
Correct. That's correct. And I don't know if it's just because that's what they know and we know, and
I'm better. Like I couldn't learn. I guess I could learn mechanical fuel injection because I've watched enough between, you guys and just to kind of see, you're changing main jets, you're changing individual jets per cylinder. Once you get your cylinders kind of happy, you just change main all the time and timing. Is that all you guys do, or is it? You
constantly chase everything just as you would with EFI. You're still adding fuel, taking fuel away to holes. Same with timing. It's just kind of there's fewer places that have a problem. You don't have a wire fall off and it burned the hole up. I mean, you don't have to rely on it. I mean, it's just
it's definitely simpler and easier.
Yeah, there's a fewer variables to fail.
Yeah, and I agree with that 100%. I mean, it's the mechanical side of it seems to be a little more fail-safe than the electronic side because you've had some electronic failure this year with ignition. I've had some fuel and electronic failure stuff too, and it's just going to happen. These cars rattle around and a lot of things happen. It's not one product's better than the other, but with the fuel injection with me, you don't have to run lean outs like you guys do, so I can go in and keep my car lean to this point and that point. And have you ever had lean out valves fail? I mean, they hang open. I mean, I think the technology. I remember when you guys used to use those turn knob ones. You know, the ones on
Yeah.
top, like the regulators. I mean,
Yeah.
those things failed all the time, and you run them
And
on digisets.
Yeah, and we did have some issues in the past, and that's kind of why we went and developed our own deal.
Yeah.
So it's our own fuel management logs that we have made by Combo Flow in Florida. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And
I mean,
I think John and them the same way. They have their own deal, and we haven't had a lot of failures. With the computer stuff, we're not. I mean, John is way more computer literate than we are, but like me and Jeff, and we can't figure all that shit out. It's just too much, and then we'll download the wrong file or put a rogue file in it, and we're going to blow the blower up over top. So I think the mechanical's better for us for the screw blower.
Yeah. And there has been successful EFI screw blowing guy. I mean, Cartuccio's run it. Travis has ran it. There's a bunch of guys that ran it, been successful. Is it at its peak yet? No, I don't think so. And I just think it's because maybe the right team hasn't ran it for the duration of time. But I mean, you would think if Proline come out with a screw package like that, and they got Petty and Brandon and all these guys behind it, that they kind of could figure it out at some point in time. And
Wake me up.
well, that's the thing. Like their cars, they run just as good as ours.
Yeah.
They've got some screw cars over in NHR. They're all full EFI. They run just as good as ours, but do they run any faster? Maybe a day or two, but not all the time. I mean, they're still neck and neck. So I mean, it would be hard to switch. Just knowing either you've got all these jets that are $7 to $14 a piece, or you got to buy that same amount of money in injectors and have something sitting there.
Yeah, and
here nor there. And the technology, like you said, the technology is probably coming where these things will basically 100% tune itself going down the racetrack, and there's only one way to do that with an injector. So.
Yeah. But I mean, there'll still be a place for guys, nitrous guys, and screw blower guys that the older way is going to be their way, the way they want to do it. And it took forever. I mean, think about carburetors when we switched over from carburetors to fuel injection and nitrous. Hey, it took 5 years, I think, to get everybody switched over. I mean, Everett Wilson's the only one I think left on carburetors, and he still has
the slowest bumper.
I'm gonna set the bumper down on John's head at the next race. See if he goes down far enough.
You guys know those big trucks.
I told him I said the bumper's still high enough so we can get the truck up high enough in case we have to start hauling logs with it.
Yep. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I can tell you, our Pete's coming that way to do some stuff. So,
oh God, you guys near Peterbilt's. I like my motorhome. I just drive my motorhome because my kids are in the back screaming, the dog's jumping on my head. My dad's bitching about which Cracker Barrel we're going to stop at. So. But
in this Cracker Barrel.
So
Pro Modder wants to know why the screw blower is so hard to get.
Ask PSI.
I've been to PSI. I've toured the facility. It's a very intricate part, and there's few employees, and it's kind of like a tight niche deal. That there's guys that work 60, 70 hours a week there, and they do what they can do. And I mean, it's a good product. It's a great product. It's probably the most durable racing part ever built. I mean, the same blower that I launched off 4 times at Galot is the one that just won 5 races in a row without touching it. I mean, it changed oil in it, didn't do anything. So just put new blower studs in the manifold and O-ring down. I mean, it's a tough, durable piece, and if you can find one from 15 years ago is just as good as a brand new one today. And
who won in the final? Who won? What are you talking about? I did.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's talking about the World Finals, or
I guess I don't know. Ty went red, and he felt sorry for me. He's like, "Look, I've already won a championship. I'm gonna give this guy a break."
He was already celebrating.
I didn't know if we were going to Galot, and it'd be hard to win $1 million with 5 races in a row. So we figured we'd just try for 3.
It's going to
that
be
definitely wasn't the case. I'd never do that. But
no, I know that.
I know you got a race or two before that, but we got to ask, what's your thoughts on the Winter Series? Going to be 60, 70 cars at every run, or 80? What do you think is going to be down there?
The cars is going to be down there. It's going to be as many as Wes invites. Everybody, I mean, that deal gets better every year. It's more fun to go to every year. It gets faster every year. And
I have not got my invite yet. I'm a little jealous.
I got mine today.
You. All right, Wes. Keep it up. Keep it up, Wes.
I didn't put it out yet, but I got mine today.
You got yours yet, Steve?
I got mine.
Yeah, his is on the internet.
Oh, that's okay. Don't worry about it. I'll just whatever.
But I think it's probably going to take a 350 to qualify for each race down there.
You think a bump will be in the 50s? Wow.
At least at one of the 3 races, it'll be a 350 bump.
Weather dependent.
Weather dependent. That's one of the 3 because it can be hot in December down there, but the January race, that's probably going to be it.
Yeah.
I can almost agree with that. If there's 70, 60, 70, even 80 cars, whatever Wes invites, and the rules are not much different from PDRA or the Cecil stuff that we just ran, and I think that's what it's going to take.
Yep. So Cecil, why? The Invitational. Did you watch any of it, Ty?
No, I was in Tulsa this weekend.
Oh, that's right. You guys were at the Midwest, which I watched that too. You were helping Goolsby, Keith, and them?
Yeah, I ended up breaking a rod the test session before Q1, so that was a day ender.
Steve knows all about that, don't you, Steve?
I don't want to talk about that type of stuff. It makes me
neither.
Nauseated. But yeah, it's.
I mean, that's fine. That's fine.
I didn't post it. Jess posted it. I don't post that stuff. I don't get on there. Everybody thinks it's me posting all that shit on there. I don't post nothing. I don't know nothing.
You couldn't dig a fence post. We know that. That's okay.
I got a big excavator to dig me a fence post. That's what I got.
All right. So we'll go over both of them. Midwest, because we got about 10 minutes here. Midwest this was their final race, Ty?
Yep, that was their finals.
Okay, so the bump was like a 72, I think.
Yeah.
72, 77. I guess it was Mills and who in the finals?
Aaron Wells.
Aaron Wells. Yep. Okay. Yep. And Mills won, right?
Yep.
And Wells has got a screw blower Mustang, right?
Screw blown, yeah. He's got a screw blown 4.8 5-speed lockup. Is
that one of you guys' deals or?
No. It's a quick drive with a Liberty, and then Darren Mayer. It's his whole engine package.
Okay. All right. Yep. And Mills has got what? She got some.
Hers a 4.9 EFI. And
low overdrive, right?
Yeah, I think it's 70.
Does she run the low overdrive there? Oh, she does. Okay. I know they did away with that in World Series, so that's not even an option. So it'd be all 92 over stuff, which is good because I think as far as tech department and that kind of thing,
it's just less to tech.
Yeah,
I would agree with that. It's those guys when you're already, 60 cars and there's 17 combinations you can have or more. It's just a lot to keep up with.
For sure.
Yep. So they looked like it was a good show. And then you had Cecil, the Invitational, which was a little light on cars because there was a lot of cars like me. I was going, but I had the problems. We barely got it together for that final round. And, I had borrowed pieces and parts in here. I had stuff hanging off of it. It was just impossible. I ended up having a little more motor damage than I thought. So, you barely made it, Steve. You guys were putting the motor in on Thursday or Friday when you got there.
The car showed up Thursday night at like 11 o'clock at night. Yeah. I was sitting here with the rig running on Wednesday and got the call not to go yet. And then Thursday, finally at 12:30, I got a call and said, go ahead. We'll meet you there tonight. So, we pushed Jimmy. We support Jimmy a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
And John and Mike Stawicki up there and all the G-Force gang put a very big effort in to get our car ready.
Yeah.
They was coming, but we couldn't get all the cars ready. So we just got ours ready and went. And
I know Mel had some engine problems at Virginia. And so you guys were basically down to one motor through the whole race.
Yes.
But, the guys that did show up, seemed to be good guys and they ran good and they represented them. And kudos to Jimmy for paying the full purse, even with a light car count. I think that it's just the time of year. Tulsa was going on. Yeah. Guys are getting ready for NHRA. We just got off a long 2 months of racing. That's just basically what I think happened. I don't know. I can't speak for everybody, but
Jimmy had 20 or 21, he told us, of people that committed, and then the last 3 or 4 days with, I guess, people didn't get parts or whatnot and didn't show. But, Jimmy did. He stand behind it. He paid the full purse, so you got to give him props there.
Yep. So the first round was
Yeah, first, well, go ahead. You're good. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I was gonna give props to Andy for winning because
Andy Jensen. I was gonna go down the list.
Go
so
ahead.
You got first round was crazy, Ty. You didn't get to watch any of it. So first round you had some monster mashups. So you had Dummy here versus a twin turbo car, right? I mean,
Yep.
And
Mr. Gorman.
and yep, and then you had Andy versus Halsley, right?
Yes.
Jensen versus Halsley.
Yep.
And then you had Ed Burnley versus Jason Lee. Jason Lee had a crash on the way there, blew a front tire, and they couldn't get the two other cars out. I guess it was extensive damage to the trailer.
Yes.
So I mean, there was a lot of variables there. It just was the Mountain Man was there. There was a lot of cars there. In the first round, it was the hottest conditions they'd seen all year. I mean, all weekend. It was the track had kind of moved around. They had 300 NHRA cars that were just absolutely, killing the track. Keeping a lot of run.
Yep. So, and it was the track was decent for most weekend. That day, the first round was hot, more than we ran on all year. And hey, there was some monster upsets. Candyman went out there and ran good in qualifying, ran a string of 50s, and I think he had a crank trigger or something. First round got him, and then we went out with the dreaded tire shake, and I was late as hell. You go up there, and Ty didn't do this all year, but I did. Like, okay, I think I got this guy covered. He hadn't been down the track, and he goes out and goes down the track, and I shake, and I'm late, and you kind of let your guard down, I guess you could say.
Yep.
So you can't race that way. You got to go up there and like Ty did and do 14 on a tree every run, and you'll win races just like he did.
Yep. So it was Eddie and Jensen in the final, and I think Ed had a problem. He had an electrical issue, and Andy goes out there and wins the race. I think it's his second one he's picked up there this year at Cecil. So congrats to him. Single turbo small block. He seemed to be. You had H-Ray Prep track not allowed. They didn't allow Jimmy. I didn't know that. I mean, the track looked tired. I don't think the track was bad, but the track had some, it gets shiny on the edges and it gets that dark groove going to it. You could tell it just had a lot of rubber build up. And that's just one of those things. You got to race the racetrack.
You got to race the racetrack. Everybody's got the same one to run on, no matter where we go.
Yep. Well, Ty, we're gonna let you go, buddy. I know you got to. We're gonna wrap this thing up, but I'm gonna let you go. I really appreciate you being on. Is anybody you want to thank while you got a second?
Oh man, I just gotta thank Justin for the opportunity to just drive his hot rods. I mean, it's very good equipment, and it's just an honor to be a part of the team. And then KB, Paul, my dad, Brad, everybody here at the shop, mom and wife and them, and the kids. I think I gotta go get them in bed, and just fans and everybody supports us and stands behind us, and I just appreciate everybody.
Yeah, well, congratulations, buddy. Well deserved. You're a true champion in my book, whether you 100%. Win another one or not. But hopefully we'll see you in the Winter Series, and good luck and take care of those kids.
All right, man. I appreciate it. See you guys soon.
Well earned, sir. Well earned.
Appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
All right, so I know he had to go get his kids. I can see him.
We got him out. Yeah, he got to go take care of them kids for sure, and he don't want mama up his ass.
No, yep. So
it is 9 o'clock. It's almost past your bedtime.
It almost is. I'm watching a football game here too. Watch, look.
We are not.
Oh my!
Crazy shit. But
Jimmy did do a good job all weekend.
He did. And
whether
he struggled. Good God, he struggled getting down the racetrack. I mean, you could just tell.
I'm sure he's trying to. He even told us. He said, "Man, we're lost." He told us that, and then he came like Sunday. He did make a good rip. He went 60 behind me, and he made one more rip after that. And I don't think he got down that run either. So he was very, very. He didn't look very happy.
No, and I was helping Ed on the computer just because Ed's just not computer savvy and just kind of uses tune-ups, and it's hard to tune over the phone and just internet remotely. But I think Ed did a great job. He drove good. He had his head on his shoulders. Andy did a good job. They seemed to get down the racetrack when it was time to get down the racetrack. And I think that was the biggest part of any success is you got down when it was time to get down. And not that anybody did anything else, but Candyman had the fastest car there. He had a mechanical failure. The other turbo car didn't do so great. when the sun come out. Achenbach jumped the tree. He had a trans brake failure. There was just a lot of variables there that just
It
sucked
was.
for a lot of guys. And then when it's your day, it's your day. I mean, what can you say?
100. Yeah, and the same thing with us. I said it with Ty. I rolled up there myself thinking,
Don't screw up.
don't screw up, and then I screwed up because I was later than I needed to be normally, thinking that you got the field. So it's just a point to everyone out there. You cannot go to the starting line thinking that way.
No,
Not that those guys were anything that I didn't say they was, but they went down the track and hats off to them, because I mean, in pro mod, you just can't do it. I don't know how my head was even thinking that.
Well, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. The hardest race to win is the one you're supposed to win. When you go up against a guy, and this happens a lot to me. I mean, you too. Even when these guys come up there, they know they're behind the 8 ball. They're outperformed a little bit, and they put on their big boy pants. They throw a tune up in there. They drive their ass off, and the tune sticks, and you're going to get beat. Now, is it going to happen 9 times out of 10? No, it's going to happen 1 or 2 times out of 10. But it just seems to be that you're going to be on that 1 or 2 side eventually, and that's just what happens. I mean, nothing taken away from the guys that just don't do it, but I mean, these guys know it. They know if they're coming up against Steve King or Jason Harris or Ty Tutterow that they better be on their A game. And we as drivers are trying not to cut it so close. And I've seen Tutterow go 11 on the tree and run a 62 or 61 at Big Dog the other night with a guy he could have beat when he pedaled, if he pedaled. The guy hadn't been down all weekend, and he does it. It just Todd didn't cut him no slack, and maybe that's maybe it's mistakes that I've made over the years.
And it's the same thing I said even after that loss. I went back to the trailer and whatever, we missed the setup, whatever, and it shook, and I did backpedal it. I caught it pretty quick, but at the end of the day, it shows up on paper as a whole shot loss, so it's on the driver. I don't care how you write it down. You can write it down any way you want. You lose on a whole shot, there ain't one person to blame.
The Halloween parade. You had a Halloween parade. What were you? Wicked Witch of the West?
Oh man, we was going to eat, and we got an address, and it took us up this town, dude. I don't know where the hell we ended up, but they was having a Halloween parade. We're walking down the streets trying to get a hold of Mr. Chad Wright, and he's like, "You all in the entirely wrong town." We had to walk all the way back down 3 blocks, get our car, drive another 30, 25 or 30 minutes or some shit. But that's what happens,
It does.
And Chad sent the address, so.
Well, Chad's from Ohio, so of course he's not going to know anything. Everywhere in Ohio is either left or right. There's no up and down there,
Poor Chad.
Yep.
Those guys did a good job, and I got to give props. So even though we didn't do very good at this race, I got to give props to Mike Stewicki put that thing together, and the G-Force gang, and Mike drove all the way down to that race and parked there and was overseeing the engine the entire weekend.
That's good.
Yeah, that says a lot about the man.
Did you keep all the important parts inside?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
That was a good thing. We made some good rips. We made a couple good rips on Sunday, and we feel pretty good. Feel pretty good to go home.
I saw you went 890, 240 one time, and then it's like it got away. Your car's going up, his wheel standing going left and right. You're gonna have to get that straightened out. That wheel stand looks pretty, but if it ain't going straight, it ain't pretty.
That's a good point. And some of that has to do with track conditions and what you're putting in it and whatnot. And we got to keep up with it a little better. And I got faith in old John. He's gonna
smoking the tire. I think smoking the tires when it comes down. That's how far out you're carrying it.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing to me, but I don't know. I'll take my 890 60 foots and just keep getting it.
Well, I mean, I get it. I don't know. You guys power them up a different way.
Yeah.
And there's 10 ways to skin a cat, I guess you could say. And I can't doubt old John. He's given us a good program, and the G-Force gang. And, the car, like you said, we've been beating on them all summer. Beating. The car needs a little love right now. So it's getting a little foot massage and a back rub, and for the next 6 weeks to get some of that stuff taken care of,
Yep. I get it. I know. I mean, mine, what mine looks like now. It's in a million pieces, but we're putting stuff back together. I got tires mounted up. Got to go scuff, get ready for I don't want to be scuffing tires in Florida. Did that last year, and it ends up biting you it takes a whole test session to get tires scuffed in.
Right.
So next question. This is the big one. No announcement yet. What the hell?
Yeah. What the hell? I don't know. What's going on there, right? And
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I say it said IHRA by PDRA. Is PDRA gone? Is IHRA turning into Ring Brothers and Barnum Bailey Circus? Nobody knows. Nobody knows anything.
yeah,
And nobody's saying anything.
I mean, maybe. I mean, here's the ultimate question: if the check hadn't cleared, or maybe there is no check. So, I mean,
I doubt the check hadn't cleared. I think the man's got the money to do it. I just think maybe upper powers are maybe second guessing their choice, their decision on whether they want to do it or not.
right?
Either it be on IHRA side or if it be on Tommy and them side.
Mhm.
You know, I just think as racers, it'd be nice to know what we're looking at next year
For sure.
because we start making plans, and I feel like we're not going to get an announcement to PRI, but
And that's my same thought because my daughter has a cruise booked, and they're like, "What? Who you racing? Where you racing? Blah blah blah." I'm like, "Oh hell, I don't know. I don't know. Do we have a series? We don't." And I'm just being, I'm not knocking anybody. I'm just saying, I don't know.
yeah, I mean, I think there's mixed emotions about everything. I think, you know, obviously the money's involved, and some people would say you'd be crazy not to take the money and just live your life. But I think in the other aspect, there's some pride involved. I think maybe it's pride on both sides. IHRA's done a great job doing what they've done with the cars they've got, and they've got a cool program they're starting with. PDRA's still got their program they've stuck with over the last 10 years, and it's proven. I mean, yeah, proven that it works. I mean, obviously, I've got a lot of faith in both parties, depending on what you're going to do. But Steve, you going to Disney too? He is so upset because I'm going to Disney. We planned this vacation before that race was ever scheduled. We planned it strategically so that we could do this. And the man puts a race in there, and I'm supposed to just forget about everything else.
I don't know how to tell you this, but Bob, I'm going on a Disney cruise. That's what I just said. My daughter booked. So, I'm just telling you.
Yeah, yeah, and my kids are looking forward to it. I really want to go enjoy it. They're getting older, and so I'm gonna run out of time to enjoy, time
For
like
sure.
this. With them. So
I actually missed the testing in one of the Winter Series races there this year. Melanie drove for me, and she did a hell of a job too. But
yeah,
I was at Disney World. Me and Mickey Mouse was walking around talking, and
somebody's got a question. What are our guys' thoughts on bringing? I do not like Maple Grove.
I'm not a big Maple Grove fan myself. I'm gonna be honest with you. Not to say it's bad. It's just I'm not a big fan of the.
I've never been there when the track was good. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, even PDRA did it, and we had that PDRA. We had like more crashes in that one race than we had anywhere. I'm not a Maple Grove fan. It's a hard track to get to. The fans are awesome. The area is kind of cool, but it's just not on my.
I had a scuff there, so I'm just not a big fan of it. After that scuff did me in there.
Yep.
About 180.
Camp messed one up there. There was a lot of guys. Billy Albert he wrecked there. There was a lot of guys that had.
And not that it was when I had a little scuff. Yeah, I didn't. It had nothing to do with the racetrack. Why I crashed. It had nothing to do with it. Shoots got under the wheelie bars.
I don't think anybody. I mean, I don't think the racetrack was the cause of any of these crashes, but it may have been. But it's not my favorite place.
Yep.
That's just.
I'm with you.
I don't like Maryland. I mean, I've been racing at Maryland my whole life. I've done good there bracket racing, but I suck at pro mod racing there. So it's not my favorite place. If we never went back to Maryland, I'd be okay with that.
Right. I love Budds Creek, but it's due for some a little bit of massaging.
Now the NHRA is going back, so definitely,
Yep.
You already said that. Look at you.
You done had that up there once, Jess. What are you doing?
You're falling off your damn program.
Yeah, Jax, we know we're waiting on it.
I mean, we all are. We're all waiting. So if anybody, I doubt anybody of the higher ups is watching this show, but if they are, send out a little snippet. Can we get a little maybe, kinda, sorta? I mean, we ain't got shit. We've got zero crickets. Nothing has been said. And I feel like I'm in the know on both sides. I know a lot of people in the industry. Ain't nobody saying nothing.
Yep. We need to know a little something.
Good. God,
Look,
give us
Bullsh and Bullshit done put it out on the internet, so something's going to happen now. Look
at this.
That Disney shit there now. I got my racer club shit on though.
You do. You
Got to
do.
represent.
Oh my God, you're special. I don't know if you know that or not, but you are a special person.
I don't know what I is, man. I'm telling you, that's the truth.
So,
I wasn't very good this weekend, so I ain't going. I'm just.
Well, I wouldn't either because I wasn't there. Can't win it if you ain't in it. So.
That's true. That's true. I mean, I don't know. I like Cecil. I love running that racetrack.
I don't dislike Cecil. I think poor Jimmy. I think he thinks I'm never going to race there ever. But it's like literally the worst timing in the world for me.
Right.
Yellow Bullet's worst time, and this one right here was just like I had all intentions of going, and then catastrophic kaboom boom.
Right.
And I'm not going to say I couldn't have busted my butt and got everything going and made the trip up there, but I mean it wasn't in the cards for me.
I get it. I do get it, and a lot of the guys I understand why they wasn't or whatnot, but it was a great race.
When you split the tuners up too like that, like a lot of them had to go out to Tulsa. So that, like Johnny Camp couldn't go because Brandon was in Tulsa. He had made commitments to Tulsa.
Yes. Yep. And I don't know. I mean, you got to give props. Andy likes Cecil County too.
Yeah. But if PDRA State, they have tried, I think there's been talks about it, but I just don't think it's been worked out, being that, and this is going to step on some toes, but being that Tommy and Jimmy have ran in nitrous and there's some animosity there, I don't know if that has anything to do with why they don't run tracks there. I mean, why they run a race there, but I know it's been presented like Jimmy would love to do it. I just don't know if it's ever been in the cards. And some of it is because of Maryland. Maryland is close and Royce is special and doesn't want anything close to him. Mm-hmm. So that's part of it. I think it's just
not after what they did to Jimmy. Look, this is boosting bullshit. See, most people wouldn't say what you done said. See, this is why you stir the internet up.
I didn't stir the internet up. I said what everybody on here freaking knows. You know what I mean?
It's funny. You usually get this. You stir the internet more than I do.
Jimmy was loyal to PDRA for years. He was. He was. But they put in the no pusher rule. Now, was he using a pusher? I don't know.
Yeah, nobody knows that. And
so did he? He got
run good.
He got mad about the pusher deal, or he got mad about something, and he decided not to run this year. Jimmy had the opportunity to run this year and decided not to. He had a crash. He had to put a car together. He had plenty of opportunity to run. He just decided not to. So that's his prerogative.
Right. It's America. He can race where he wants.
Yep. So
and he's, Jimmy's no dummy. He is preparing for the Winter Series. That's exactly
what he wants to come out here and put a butt stomping on a Pro Charger, Hearts Charger, or a Screw Charger, or a Turbo. He wants to show that he is the fastest pro mod in the world.
Yeah, he don't care if it's nitrous or not. He does not care.
Nope.
And he even told me there, because I even asked him, they was talking about only nitrous. He said, I want to run with the blowers. I want to run with all of them.
Yep.
And that's how Jimmy races. I mean, he's a no nonsense guy when it comes to that type of stuff. He wants to beat the best of the best, and that's just what Jimmy does.
Yep. And then Tommy and them did what they thought was the betterment of the sport. They tried to take out a situation that was hard to tech because you could hide it and do this. So they took it out. I don't know if they took it out for money wise or what they did. I think nitrous should have been stopped at 903s, and I think we probably, but that's a double-edged sword too, because we kind of be like pro stock. So we'd kind of be just stuck there.
Right.
So now it's just become a money thing. We spend money, we buy motors. How big can we make them? How many systems can we put in there? How light can we get them? So,
but at the same token, there has to be some type of innovation if they're going to keep up.
I mean, I get it, but I think Boost will get there eventually. We can't these things can't go but so fast. I mean, I say that, but who the hell would have thought we'd been running 50s?
I said the same thing. I just said that same thing this weekend. Look, that second round of qualifying, I went 59.
And you're pissed off. You're pissed off.
I'm telling you, we said it. I'm at the end of the track, and everybody comes down there like it's doom and gloom. And I looked around. I said, guys, we just went 59. I'm like, how many times people go 59 and have sad faces?
Well, it goes back to the old saying, you take a kid fishing, he catches an 8-pounder the first time he fishes. The rest of the time, he goes back, he can catch 10 6-pounders. They ain't going to feel as good as it did the 8-pounder.
Correct.
So you go to 53, and you want to get back there, right? And but the weather was different, the track was different. It was a whole different ball game this time.
That's right. And at the same token, I don't know about your crew, but my crew we all have high expectations. And I think if you run at this level, everyone expects more and more and more. And when you say a 59 isn't good enough, that's bull crap, because it was a good run.
Yeah.
Very good run in those conditions. And when you look up and say 59 and go, phew, it just, like you said, you catch an 8-pound fish. You don't want that 6-pounder no more.
No. I thought as good as he could probably. I mean, I don't know what the situation was there. Was it track? Was it air? Can anybody go? No, I don't think anybody can go 340s in Florida. No. I think we're not there yet. We're a couple of years away from that.
Yeah.
Now some outlaw cars could, but I just don't think any legal car now. And they put weight on basically every combination except for screw blowers because they cried and got their way. Oh, I was thinking that. I forgot to say.
Hold up, Mr. Texado. Yeah, Bob. He said that's all we could go. Sometimes it is. The air was way different there. I mean, the numbers were good, but barometer wasn't, and there was some moisture in the air. The correction wasn't what it was before, so you can't take what it was before to that. It just doesn't even add up.
Bumping the snowbirds. We're going to talk about that when the snowbirds come up. We're going to have us a whole list. We'll get everybody involved. We're going to have a little Calcutta about what the bump's going to be.
Yep.
I hope it's not in the 50s.
Oh, Weatherford said maybe 340s.
340 to the 330.
Randy's he done seen the dyno numbers on that Hearts with the 4.9 and
4.9, yeah, gorilla motor. Here we go. And that's all I've heard about is this 4.9. We're going to find out. How about that? There's an old man used to go with me all the time, and you know what he said? There's one thing that won't lie: the scoreboard.
The scoreboard is yep. You're right. And we know Randy. He's not bringing a knife to a gunfight. He's going to bring a damn machine gun.
Oh God, I'll have to hear about it. He'll call me every day.
I can't believe he's watching the Boost and Bullshit show.
I can't believe he ain't asleep.
That's what I'm saying. It's 9:19 and he's not asleep.
Yep, he's watching Fox News. I guarantee it somewhere.
You know damn well. You done moved way up. Boost and Bullshit you done brought everybody out past their bedtime.
See you Wednesday. See, he knows. I'll see you Wednesday. We'll see Wednesday. I got my spies. They'll be there.
You're going to drop the hammer on us Wednesday.
Oh, boy. All right. So I guess that's our key. Again, episode 18, Boost and Bullshit, presented by CJW. Chad Wright, he is the new racing junk of Facebook. So go see him. It's a great time of year. Probably jetting around somewhere. He'll see. It's a great time of year to get your stuff online, get it sold, get out with the old, in with the new. If you're building a car and you need some parts, hey, call him because he doesn't list everything. You call him, he'll say, I know this guy's got a pair of shocks. This guy's got a hood scoop. This guy's got some wheels. People call me all the time. Guy called me this week looking for a set of wheels. I say, you know what? Call Chad. Chad probably got an idea of somebody. He tracked down somebody in New Zealand, Australia, California, somewhere that's called him about that. So
that is a fact. He was selling stuff all weekend.
Yep. So
he was getting it done. We got some big shows coming up, just so you know.
We do.
We're going to have some guests. The Winter Series live feed is going to be big. We're going to have some.
Yeah, we've been a little. I apologize. We have been a little bit slack the last couple months. We've been racing hard. Racing comes first. We want to put this podcast out there because we want to give 2 points of view. Me and Steve talk a lot, and we know what the racers want to hear, what the fans want to hear. I can look at a lot of sides because I've been on a lot of sides of drag racing. Steve's been on a lot of sides of drag racing. But again, we want to thank everybody for tuning in. If we bored you, oh well. If we entertained you, we're glad. It's this is a place for us. If you got any questions, hit us up on Facebook. Go to Pilot Racing, Party Time Racing, CJW Solutions, Featherlight Batteries. We're gonna bring on some new sponsors next year. ET Edits for all your trackside stuff. Check out Jack Waddell. She can help you out on Facebook. I want to thank everybody for this year and sticking behind me and Steve. All his sponsors, all my sponsors. A lot of people stand behind me and him to let us do what we love. And that's about it. I think we'll end the night with boats and hose, maybe.
Yeah,
we have that.
Got some boats and hose, and who would have thought we'd be on episode 18, dude? I never would in my life thought this. So, riding dirty. Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time.
All right, guys. We're out.